And hello everybody, we're back again today for another Pokemon card review, and this time we are going with Clefairy from base set, trying to do them all in order, as you can see. And this one is a very interesting card, and I think it's going to be very fun to talk about. So, hit the like and subscribe button, support me, really does a lot for me. And, let's get into it. Clefairy from base set, as I call her, the tiny tank of the set, actually is an incredibly versatile card, and is pretty good in its own respects. I think that most cards during this era at least had some technical use to them, because they didn't bloat sets the way they do today. So every card, for the most part, had its quirks that made it somewhat good. You know, you get what I'm saying here. And Clefairy actually had a really interesting quirk to it itself. It had 2 attacks. It only had 40 HP, though. That is the thing. I'm going to pop it up on screen. Probably here. Had 40 HP. And that was really weak. That could be a 1-shot in a lot of cases. 1 or 2-shot a lot of the time. And Clefairy, however, had a really good attack setup, in my opinion, personally. For 1 energy, you hit Sing, which would basically, hopefully, put the Pokemon to sleep and buy you a turn to set up something else. Or, if you really wanted to go all in with this strat, you could use Metronome and slap your opponents with their own attacks. And that can do some very, very serious damage if you pick the right attacks. And on top of that, Metronome ignored all the effects, such as discarding energies and self-inflicted damage. So you could very well, for instance, with a Chansey that we reviewed at an earlier point, you could very well keep smacking for 80 without damaging yourself. The only problem is Clefairy, like I said, she is a tiny tank. She is a glass cannon as well, because 1 hit, for the most part, like I said earlier, will take this Pokemon down, unfortunately. 40 HP even back then was not a lot of HP. I suppose it balances things out, though. You can't just slap her on the field, have a nice 60, 70 HP Pokemon that is slapping you for 100 damage with no repercussion. So all in all, this is an incredibly balanced card. I do not have a lot to say about the artwork. It is incredibly generic, in my opinion, and there's nothing really interesting going on here. So, I mean, it's just Clefairy on a nice little whitish background. That's really it. No interesting pose, very basic artwork. That's all. All in all, though, very, very fun card. So, that's all I got to say today. Thank you for checking my video out. Hit the like and subscribe button. It supports me a ton, and it keeps me motivated to keep making these videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one.